I just saw her, and we danced, and I felt very comfortable with her, and then eventually I asked her to go out.
After that, all of a sudden, maybe a week or so later, my girlfriend Valerie calls me and says, we're invited to a party at Sal's house. I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, in the meantime, me and Bob had this fight, and we broke up, okay? Oh. But of course, I don't think Sal found out about that. But anyway, he could have. Invites us to a party this way. He calls my friend Valerie and he says, I want you to come to my house for a party and bring your friend from your street.
That's the second time I met. That's the second time. She crashed one party like you have in the first interview with her. And then later on, I invited her to the next party.
And I said, okay, Valerie, say my name. And she said, no, he just said, bring your friend from the street. I said, how do you know it's me? And she said, I assume it's you because I always hang around with you and you live on my street, and I think he knows that.
How I invited her was I called up her friend, and I told her friend Valerie to bring the girl that she was with. At that point, Grandma thought I was interested in Valerie and not in her, but she still came, and then when she came to the party, eventually we were alone and we started going out.
So I went, and I was kind of half-heartedly going, thinking, oh my God. He called Val, so he must like Val. And he just figured, bring your friend, whatever. But I really rehearsed this whole, evening. I wanted to be cool, not come on as being desperate or anything. So I smoked at the time, and I remember rehearsing, you got a light? Because I was going to, just go into him going, you got a light? Because I didn't know what the heck, I just wanted to be a cool chick. And so we get there, and he's out front, and I'm like, you got a light? And he's like, I don't smoke. And I'm like, oh God. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I felt like a dude. Put my cigarette down. And it's like, okay, that's all right. And it just fizzled, but I figured, whatever. So we went in, and it was quiet for a while. Music was playing and stuff. And then people started to dance. And all of a sudden, my girlfriend Valerie was sitting there. He had a very nice arbor in his yard with wisteria growing over it.
Which is like 4 posts with a roof on it.
And these benches that were built in to the arbor. And it was a long, skinny yard. These are attached row houses, but they had a really nice yard. It was beautiful out there. Speakers were in the back. And he passed Valerie, who was sitting there. Oh my God, this was the best. And he walked past her and asked me to dance. And I knew it was me. And he was shaking. He was so nervous dancing with me, And I was so shaky too. Because I just was so excited. And he was so excited, I guess. And he just didn't stop dancing with me the whole rest of the night. And all of a sudden, I don't know where the hours went, but there was no one left at the party. Everybody had gone home except me and him. We were the last people there, and then he walked me home. He asked if he could walk me home, and I said yes. And I told him I was going to Pennsylvania the next day. We were going for a whole week with my family, and it was awful that I had to leave him, but I was so happy that this was great. Walked me home across the Trestle Bridge, and he said he made the whole party just to get me. That was the whole plan of the party, which I couldn't believe. I just thought it was so spectacular. And we went to Pennsylvania. I didn't want to go at all, but he promised he would call me the next Saturday, and he did. This was in August of 1958, and he called me. Well, my father got the phone call because we were in late from the air flight, and said, I said, Dad, did anybody call? And he said, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there was this call from somebody named Sally. I'm like, Dad, was it a guy? It wasn't Sally. It wasn't a girl. What's the name? I said, I think. Yeah, he said it was a guy. I'm like, oh my God, Dad. I call him. So I called him back, and we met. And he had a little necklace for me, which he gave me on the Trestle Bridge. And it was just so romantic. And he asked me out. And that was not steady, but out. That was the first step. And he gave me, and I still have the little necklace. It's a silver necklace with a little crystal and a miraculous medal attached. So I just felt like it was so special because he was kind of religious. I just thought it was so sweet, you know.
And then we started going out. We were an item, I guess.
Nice. And you got her a pretty necklace.
Yes, down the road I got her a necklace and an ankle bracelet. They called it an ankle bracelet then.
Cool.
This was really meaningful. And then about a couple of weeks later, I guess he gave me my ankle bracelet. And we started going steady. And then he gave me his school ring. And one thing led to another. And 2 years later, we were engaged. And 3 years from the time we met, we were married.
Yeah.
And we are still married. Let me see. I got to do the dates. From 1962 till the present, which will be 48 years. But again, I know him for 51 years. So that's the story. And it was so romantic.
The dances, we got together, some of my friends, and she got involved with my group of friends. And it's 47 years later, and I still can't get rid of her.